It would be to have the conversation as family members, right? I think as Asians, we tend to be more reserved. I know that's a stereotype, but having those conversations with your parents. What's your financial situation? Because if they're, whether it's a dementia diagnosis or if it's just a chronic condition, what's the resources of the family that are going to sustain you through those years? What are your wishes? All these do you have a healthcare proxy?
Right.
I think we have to have these conversations.
Right. Diane, I am so happy bumping into Filipinos or raised in the Philippines because the show is so Janelle. It's all about bringing stories of immigration and representation. And year after year, I've always talked about or made a story on or piece on Filipino representation here at the Milken Global Conference.
Wow.
And here you are, not just a part of the conference, but part of the Milken. Tell us about that. For those that are not familiar, although I've been covering this for 4 years now, I mean, what is it exactly?
So we're a nonprofit, nonpartisan think tank, and we're really focused on advancing innovative economic and policy solutions to just improve the lives for all. And I actually run our work for the future of aging. And we're all about advancing healthy longevity and financial security for all. The for all is really important because we take a life course perspective on aging.
Yeah.
And we do research, we do convenings, multi-sector partnerships, and we elevate high impact policies and practices. So I'm really passionate about this work. Population aging is a global megatrend. It's here, it's upon us, and so really feel so fortunate to be in this role.
And not just that, a lot of Filipinos and Filipino American entrepreneurs, especially here in Southern California, are in the business of caring.
Yes, they are.
You trace your roots to the Philippines.
Absolutely.
And so you understand when we say that Filipinos are really naturally caring, nurturing people.
Happy people.
Amazing panel, by the way, that you put together with a fellow Filipina, Sheila, Marcelo. Yes. So tell us about that. It is an aging population.
Right.
And couple that with the Filipinos being in the caregiving, a lot of them being in the caregiving industry.
Sure.
What are the recent data telling us?
So there are about 53 million family caregivers in this country.
And when you say family caregiving, those are the unpaid
family caregivers. Over 60% work a paid job. About 2/3 are female, and they're in the workforce, obviously juggling, right? Family. And of those 53 million caregivers, 40% are caring for an older adult. And so what I've tried to do is really shine a light on the role of employers to support caregivers in the workplace. That's actually an initiative that we launched just this year with U.S. News and World Report. We have best companies to work for supporting family caregiving. It was our inaugural list of companies. We're doing a really nice job with supporting their family caregivers. And when you think about it, today we have about 58 million people over 65, and that is only going to increase. And as we start seeing this bulge happening, about 70% will at some point in their lives need long-term care. So without any kind of paid leave or long-term care system, it's falling on family caregivers.
Right. There is also the question of dementia, Alzheimer's.
It's actually what brought me to the Milken Institute. I lost my dad to Alzheimer's disease 12 years ago.
Okay.
It was a really, really terrible experience for my family. My dad, having come over, he was brilliant, obviously. He was recognized by that. He had a almost 40-year career at Texas Instruments, amassed a retirement nest egg that all went to his care. So we're really trying to emphasize two things. Prevention. There's so many things we can do now as young adults, middle-aged adults, to protect our brains and to reduce risk or even eliminate or delay the risk for Alzheimer's disease. We also want to emphasize earlier detection. So unfortunately, if it is detected, it's often later
Already
in the
advanced,
process. So your eligibility to participate in clinical trials is limited. Actually, if you have an early diagnosis, there's lifestyle changes that you can do.
What are some of those? I think that's something
Sure.
that the viewers can pick up.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep is so important, particularly deep sleep. It's restorative. You know, all kinds of wearables that track the types of sleep. So deep sleep, it's really where the cerebral spinal fluid is kind of cleansing the brain, taking out the garbage. So sleep is super important. Exercise.
Yes.
Exercise. Nutritious diet. You know, we say what's good for the heart is good for the brain. It's hard to do, but if you actually have embraced that earlier on in life, you're going to set yourself up really well for protecting your brain as you age.
Yes, because objective is not just to grow old, but to grow old gracefully.
Correct.
Yes, yes.
Correct.